The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Illinois Fighting Illini, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't prefer it.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense, that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Here's a heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to Johnson. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
Here we go.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Got his man quickly. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Cornhuskers have their offense in high gear. The inside handoff. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. This lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds him out of the backfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Snap it to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He caught it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Steps away to find some room. He's going to take off. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Altmaier. He's got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And it's no good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors and our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Luke Altmyer started his career as a backup to Matt Corral at Ole Miss, but man, did he blossom for the Fighting Illini. Had their best season in more than 20 years, and maybe more in store for him, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there were still a lot of fans that I think were skeptical when the transfer portal news came out that he was going to be joining Illinois. People wanted to see what all the hype was about. You saw it last year, not just running the ball, but making big plays through the air. Really curious to see if Luke Altmyer can take the next step this season, because if they do, this is going to be a really, really tough team to beat.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Dropping back, it's Altmyer. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Quick release on the RPO. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpoint?
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia Southern. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. You have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that. As a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The kick is on its way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They've got the screen set up. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. The throw. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. The RPO, it's complete. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Punt is on its way. Catches it at the 30. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. To the air, it's Raiola. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sideline. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They're going back to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
The give to the tailback. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good, big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the fullback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now facing a 3rd and long. direct snap. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 4th down coming. Let's see if they go for it here.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. It is perfect. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense, not so much. But fans of winning? Oh, everybody's a fan of winning, and they found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work to do coming up. But at the end of the day, David, that's a happy locker room.
Yeah, you know what? You pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. You talk about hitting people. You talk about tackling. You talk about physicality.